Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I put together a brand new deck. It's got the Ram Rider, it's got Goblinstein, which is probably one of my favorite combos, not named Royal Recruits and Ram Rider. And I've got the Evil Wizard here as well. I think Evil Wizard is still amazing card to use. We're gonna go log here. I'm not really sure what this guy's running. We're just gonna go with the E-Spear right here. And that's gonna buy our tower enough time to take out that Mega Minion. So what else does he have here? Let's just go Wizard. They'll pull everything. The Wizard will take care of the Fire Spirit. Wizard, I think, is still going to be really good, even though its shield got nerfed maybe a couple seasons back. It's really solid in terms of swarm control, and with the meta right now having so much beatdown because of the Royale Chef, or the Royal Chef, it's going to be very viable here. So we're going to go with the log here. That's going to interrupt a hit from the Royal Giant. Mini P.E.K.K.A is going to walk up. I don't think it's going to get a hit off, unfortunately, against the Dagger Duchess, but overall, a really good trade to start out. We haven't even played the Bomber yet, so that's something we're going to play here. If I didn't have the Evil Bomber, or need to cycle towards for the Evil Bomber, I definitely would have gone Ram Rider in the middle and basically kite the Mini P.E.K.K.A, but we're able to force that out, and we'll also get a Mega Minion out of our opponent. So we should be clear to go with the Goblinstein, and that's one of the best things with this deck, is if you want to change things up, this is something that's going to be really solid, especially if you like using Ram Rider, if you're free to play, if you don't tend to spend too much money in the game, and you have Ram Rider leveled up. Goblinstein is an amazing switch up to the recruits here. So let's pop the ability, or not. That definitely saved us from wasting a couple elixir right there. We can go with the Bomber here. So the one thing with this deck you'll notice is I don't have guards, I don't have the guards, I don't have recruits, I don't have skeletons, gang, nothing like that. So that's just something to keep in mind here. Trading a lot of you have a lot of swarm control, you have a lot of range, you have a lot of win conditions, but the one thing that you may be lacking a little bit is if they are rocking the E-Barbs, which I haven't seen too many of, and this is mainly geared towards that, then you would definitely struggle. But if you have if you go up against Prince, you do have the Goblinstein, the monster itself, that can take some damage. You go up against Mini P.E.K.K.A like this, you can be crafty with how you want to distract it, or take it out in a sense. Let's go Ram Rider here, and then we can just go Poison. So the gang is definitely not going to be any good afterwards, but it's good, we'll take it. Let's go with the Evil Wizard here, and this is where something like the Evil Wizard is so valuable. Let's go E-Wiz, or E-Spirit up high. We'll go Ram Rider here. That will kite back the Mini P.E.K.K.A. And as you can see, by placing it in that placement, you're able to absolutely kite that Mini P.E.K.K.A, and that Mini P.E.K.K.A can't really do anything about it. We're able to get a couple hits off on that side. We'll just drop Poison with the log, and that right there, after 3 ticks, good game, well played, absolutely decimated the Royal Giant deck. Alright, next match here. So really dominant start. That match, we absolutely crushed it. Going up against yet another Dagger Duchess tower. Let me know if you guys have gone up against a lot of Royal Chef decks and what you are seeing. I'm seeing a lot of beatdown, and I think that's going to be very prevalent for basically the rest of the season, at least maybe until they nerf it or they do something different with it. But it definitely benefits decks that only have one unit, not like a recruits or skeletons or goblin gang, like decks like that. So let's go Wizard here. We can go with the E-Spirit, and then once that gets reset, we'll hit it with the log yet again. So really good stuff. Our Wizard survives. I think our Wizard may get one hit, so he's gonna have to respond with the Mega Knight. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Let's go Goblinstein here. We need to take that Royal Ghost out first, so I'm gonna drop my Mini P.E.K.K.A closer to that, which is totally okay. And the monsters walking up to that tower, it's gonna be worth it, I think, to pop that ability. The Firecracker keeps, you know, scooting back, but as it walks up, it's going to get taken out, or almost taken out, by that Doctor, which is really nice. And again, I'm going to go with this Ram Rider here. I could cycle the Bomber and get to another, or get to an evil Bomber, but we can drop Bomber here, clean up the wall breakers. And as you can see, yet again, we're able to 2 games in a row counter Mini P.E.K.K.A. by dropping the Ram Rider right there. It's amazing stuff. And that left side tower is down to just over 300 now. Really good. Let's go E-Spirit here. I think we'll just go Goblinstein like this, and we'll kite the Royal Ghost basically. And he's going to still have to respond to the Doctor, because the Doctor's going to get a lot of value, and maybe even finish off that tower. So let's pop the ability here. That should get the Wizard, and then the Wizard is going to be down to the point where we don't really have to respond to it. Let's do Mini P.E.K.K.A. here. So this is where things can get a little bit tricky. But as you can see, we're still able to clean that up. That evil Wizard shield is absolutely filthy. Even though they've nerfed it, it's still, just the utility of it is so valuable. We're going to go with the E-Spirit right here, close enough to where the Royal Ghost hits it, and then we'll get hit by the by that Princess Tower. So that should, we'll get 1 wall breaker on that right side. We'll allow 1 through, but all in all, yet another dominant match here with 10 seconds left. There's nothing he can really do to, you know, to really pose too much of a threat here. We can go Mini P.E.K.K.A. here. Yeah, that's going to be good game, well played. Yet another dominant showing. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, another match here. So we're going to go with the, probably the Wizard. Yeah, we'll go with the Wizard here. So with this deck, you do have 2 ways for, you have 2 things for air defense basically. You have the Wizard, which is good for swarm control as well, but you also have the Goblinstein. And of course, the Ram Rider is still very solid. So I'm curious what he's got. I think I'm gonna have to do this here. I'm gonna go with the, ooh, what? Okay, we're drop poison here, so definitely an interesting deck, not one that I am accustomed to, but we'll go log here, and that'll clean up the Prince. I did have to spend a lot of elixir there, so a little bit unfortunate here. That Hog Rider is going to get a lot of damage, probably like 4 or 5 hits in total. Not ideal, but now that we have a better idea of what he's got, I'm just going to leave that Baby Dragon. We do need to play a little bit of catch up here. He has to drop something. Minions is definitely not it, so I mean, I'll take that. I mean, we basically got bailed out right there. But the E-Spirit's gonna be more than enough to kind of clean this up. So now that we know he's got the Barbarians, I think that's going to be probably one of his best counters to the Ram Rider that he's going to want to use, and that's where you can use the Evil Bomber to your advantage. Let's go Ram Rider here. I'm expecting Barbs. If he drops the Prince, I would be surprised. Yeah, there's the Barbs. So we're going to go with the Evil Wizard here. I'm going to let that happen. We'll go with the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Not really that much of a rush to kind of take everything out. But look at that blowback. It's just crazy that, you know, the Wizard can do something like that. Very, very nice stuff. I think we're going to get a hit anyways. Oh, man. Dark Goblin, okay, does walk up, so that's nice. So we are actually in a pretty decent spot heading into double elixir here. Now, I'm expecting Barbarians if I do this. He could also go Prince. Or neither. So we'll take that charge damage then. Let's do this. We'll go Mini P.E.K.K.A. here. And that still gets a hit, which is pretty wild, in my opinion. We'll go with the Goblinstein here. And then we can pop the ability. Yeah, let's pop the ability, guys. We'll go Ram Rider here. That will actually, we'll use the Ram Rider basically as a way to take some damage. So Wizard's gonna lock on, Doctor's gonna lock on. That's a really weird interaction, but I'll take it. Good game, well played. We'll send the Mini P.E.K.K.A. here, and yeah, there's not that much you can do. The Hog Rider will get a couple hits, but that's going to be yet another solid game. A little bit sketchy at the beginning, but because of that, we end up in a tighter game than we would have liked, but generally good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. So we have both our win conditions in hand. We also have the Evil Bomber in this deck, obviously, which is yet another win condition. If you guys follow my videos and channels enough, you know that, you know, I love me some Evil Bomber. Just the capabilities of it is just absolutely wild. I'm gonna drop Wizard here as he drops a Spear Goblin Hut. That's interesting. I definitely feel like I haven't seen Spear Goblin Huts or spawner decks in general that much, but interesting stuff. He's got Lightning as well, so I know he's gonna be very, very aggressive with that. And that's going to be a great way for him to get some damage in. So just something for us to keep in mind. Let's go Poison on this Firecracker. I think that's worth it. Doctor will get tanked for first, forcing out the Knight, which is very nice here. We can go Ram Rider. Yeah, let's go Ram Rider here. And then we'll go with the E-Spirit afterwards. And that should be able to stun everything, allowing our Ram Rider on through. And he's got Skeleton Army as well, so we'll go Bomber here for Swarm Control. We have Bomber, and you have the Evil Wizard. So, of course, you're just going to have so many counters for Swarm, for Bait. You have Log as well for Log Bait. The one thing you just don't have in this deck is a great way to, you know, you don't have a building or anything like that. So, let's go Poison here. We gave up a lot of damage. It was arguable whether or not I should have gone with Mini P.E.K.K.A, but I want to get that out because then I can go for the Ram Rider afterwards. I'm also going to pop the ability because it's close enough, so it makes sense. Let's go Ram Rider here, and that's going to help take out that Knight and spare the Doctor, so it's going to be even more of a threat for him afterwards. We're not going to be able to get back to a second ability, I don't think, at least to make it worth the while. So we're just going to chill out there, let the Doctor expire. And then we can go for, ooh, he's got the Mega Knight. Okay, so one thing you can do is get some damage with the Evil Bomber, but also force them to, you know, move quicker than they would normally like. So what I mean by that is, as you can see with that Evil Bomber placement, I placed it such that the Mega Knight would jump, and then because it jumped, it basically moved quicker across the bridge, allowing my wizard to engage while, you know, maintaining a healthy distance. So Ram Rider's going to break on through. It's going to give us a win right there. We're going to go with the Wizard. We're going to go with the Log here. And then we can go with the E-Wiz. That will finish off that, that Hog Rider. And Goblinstein here, just to soak up some damage from the Skeleton Army. Good game, well played. Yet another dominant showing. Let's get on to another one. Alright, last match of the video here. Starting out with both our evolutions, and you can always go with Bomber here because you just have so many things for Swarm. So feel generally pretty safe. It's only 2 elixir as well. He gave up his Fireball, which means I'm going to go with the Wizard. I don't think he's got like Lightning or Rocket or anything like that. That'd be absolutely wild. But Wizard's going to walk up. We can drop Poison on his Wizard. So that would be a good trade. His Wizard is slightly under level, so it will kill his Wizard with my Poison, but generally that won't happen. I think I might have mistimed my Poison, or maybe it just still doesn't take it out, but he does have a slightly under level Wizard nonetheless. We'll go Bomber here, and then I'll just chill out right now, see what else he's got. He's got Wizard and the Ice Wizard, so definitely a fan of the Wizards. Bomber will get a throw on that side. Let's go Ram Rider here. He doesn't have Mega Knight anymore. We can drop Log right on top of this. Yeah, Monk's gonna do a pretty good job. I wonder if he's got the Ram Rider as well, which is gonna be a bit of a problem. Monk's gonna be a good counter to our Evil Wizard, of course. So let's see. Does he pop the ability? I wouldn't, but yeah. Okay, so he doesn't pop the ability. We're gonna be a little bit aggressive here. That Fireball was unexpected, else I would have definitely not used the, you know, the Goblinstein, but it is what it is. He definitely doesn't have enough for Mega Knight, so I'm going to pop the ability right here. I'm also going to go with the E-Spirit. My E-Spirit is typically under-leveled. As you can see, it's level 14 and not 15, and that's because, you know, if you have the opportunity to send just the E-Spirit, you don't want to give your opponent a free King Tower activation, and I'm dropping my Ram Rider well away from his Wizard, from his Evil Wizard, such that, you know, it doesn't cause us too much problems. I could probably go for a King Tower activation, actually. Let me just try that. I just want to be a little bit crazy here, and look at that. giving myself a free King Tower activation at the cost of a bunch of elixir. Maybe that's worth it, maybe it's not. I normally wouldn't do that, but I just wanted to see that happen. Let's go E-Spirit here, and then we can go with, oh, interesting. Very, very aggressive. Oh, he drops the wizard right there too, though. Let's pop the ability. That should help damage some stuff down. We can go log here as well. We can go with the mini P.E.K.K.A. That should help take out that, yeah, help take out the Mega Knight and that Giant. Very interesting deck that our opponents got, but we can just go poison and we'll go with a log afterwards, and that's gonna be good game, well played. He hardly popped the ability for the monk, but when he did, he gave us a free King Tower activation with the Evil Bomber. So hey, there's that too with the Evil Bomber. If you guys like this video,